Partnership is the only way that we're going to deliver what we want to deliver, and therefore it is our method of work. We want to work with other organisations that share, for whatever reason, our mission, our objective, where we want to get to. And so we work with government, central government and local government. Central government, Homes England and also the regulator. Local government, every local authority in Norfolk, some in Suffolk, and the county councils. We work with charities that help us deliver what we're doing. So, for example, working with St Martin's here in Norwich, particularly on homelessness. And we work with contractors, developers and consultants, landowners. It's quite interesting. I think the partnership word is one that people think of as being a public sector word, but actually it's finding those shared objectives. And actually the only way that we can deliver what we need to deliver is actually working with partners from across the three sectors of public sector, charitable sector and the private sector. But what's key to them is, do we have a shared objective that's in line and consistent with what our social purpose is? We will only work with organisations that help us deliver that social purpose. The importance of building partnerships is it's the only way that we will actually deliver what we're aiming to as an organisation. Now, our mission and purpose is very clearly about addressing housing need here in Norfolk and Suffolk by providing people with good quality homes, and we can't do that on our own. In some cases, we're providing homes where tenants need specific support, whether it's housing with care or some other sort of scheme, and we don't have those skills in-house, so it's absolutely essential. In other instances, we can only secure what we want to do by getting land, and often that's through working with our local authority partners. So I think it's all about how do we deliver our mission and identifying the partner that helps, who shares that particular vision at that moment in time. Well, there's a multitude of different types of partnership, and we've already talked about the partnerships with local authorities and consultants and contractors, developers to deliver something. I think the partnership that I haven't really talked about yet is a partnership with other similar organisations with a shared mission and vision. So I would list there Homes for Cathy and Independent East. Homes for Cathy is now a group of over 100 housing associations, all committed to trying to solve the homelessness problem, to try to eradicate homelessness. And actually, because we're 115 organisations working all across the country, we try things that work and we try things that don't work, and by sharing that information, it means it's more likely that when we try something, we can use the knowledge that we've learned to make that a better outcome. Independent East is a group of 5 independent housing associations here in Norfolk and Suffolk. It's Broadland, it's Freebridge, Saffron, Havebury and Orwell. And by sharing information, we're working in very similar surroundings. We have got similar challenges on recruitment and retention of staff. We've got similar challenges on delivering a good repair service. We can share our issues in a very honest and open and transparent way, respecting the relationship, which means that confidentiality sort of underpins everything. And again, as a result, we're able to come up with better ideas about more innovative ways of doing things that might be more successful, delivering better value for money and better outcomes for tenants. I think I've got a really good example of a partnership that's growing right now, and it's growing out of the circumstances of the pandemic. You will remember perhaps that at the beginning of the pandemic, the government announced real action on rough sleepers, getting people off the street into some safe, secure, warm accommodation. And I think from that, we've actually managed to build a partnership across the county of Norfolk that has huge potential in the long term, addressing homelessness. You know, one of our objectives as Broadland, as a part of Homes for Cathy, is to end homelessness. The fact that as a result of what's gone on this year, we now have a new Norfolk Strategic Housing Partnership, which Broadland has a seat at, which involves all the local authorities, including the county. It involves health, it involves the Police and Crime Commissioner, it involves the Ministry of Justice, the Probation Service. So you can start having a really joined up approach to how do we solve the housing crisis in Norfolk, and particularly the crisis for people who are either rough sleeping or actually sofa surfing, in living in overcrowded accommodation or very unsuitable accommodation. That partnership would not have come about, I don't think, as quickly as it has come about without the pandemic. And it's actually fundamental to our purpose, our organisation's mission, and therefore I'm really delighted. It's showing huge potential, and I think we will go on to deliver much more out of it. Coming out of those sort of relationships over the last 7 or 8 months, working with 3 of those local authorities, Kings Lynn and West Norfolk, Norwich and Great Yarmouth, we've now got 9 projects on the go that we'll be delivering more homes to people who are currently homeless. It's a win-win. If there had to be a silver lining to the pandemic, perhaps this new Norfolk Strategic Housing Partnership is part of it.